All right. Hi, guys. Today is Tuesday, October 6th. Yesterday was Monday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. We're kind of halfway through our week. We don't have any work on Friday. Miss Chrissy and I have training on Friday. So we won't be recording anything this Friday. But then I think we've got, all of October. So, I don't know. It's October 6th. It says the first U.S. train robbery occurred in 1866 when brothers John and Simon Reno stole $1,300 from a train, or $13,000 from a train in Indiana. $13,000 doesn't seem like a lot of money now, but in 1866 it was probably a lot of money back then. So stole a lot of money. All right, so let's go to our national day. It is National Noodle Day. I didn't even make noodles today. I was going to and everything, but I was going to make beef noodle soup, and instead I made something else. So it says National Noodle Day is October 6th. Our discussion questions, do you like noodles? That says noddles, so whoever made this spelled it wrong, but
that's funny.
Do you like noodles? I love pasta.
I love pasta.
Mac and cheese is my downfall in life. I'm not like a red sauce type of pasta
I'm not
person.
either. I have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
Alfredo, that's my favorite.
I make a good homemade Alfredo. I do like Alfredo. Anything cheese-based. Like red sauce is not my favorite. My kids don't really even eat red sauce on pizza or anything, so we don't do a lot of spaghetti. But we do a lot of mac and cheese, Alfredo. I did make lasagna the other day. They liked that. I've made vegetable lasagna. That's good too, where there's no red sauce, but it's like Alfredo and vegetables.
That sounds good.
Yeah. They like stuffed shells. My favorite kind of pasta, anything that involves macaroni and cheese. I also love...
She ain't lying.
I also love egg noodles.
Oh, I love egg noodles.
They're
with anything.
Yeah, egg noodles. I just like butter. Like butter noodles with some garlic salt. Or I don't know.
When I make cabbage and noodles, I always make them with egg noodles.
Yeah. That's what I was going to make that beef noodle soup with, is I got the homemade egg noodles, those real thick ones. I love egg noodles. And then where can you get pasta from? You can get pasta from a grocery store, from a restaurant. A lot of specialty Italian stores make really good pasta. I like the brand. It's called Mole Sana. I don't know. It's a really good pasta. I'm pretty picky. If I'm going to eat pasta, it's going to be good pasta. So, and I have to stay away from it right now because of my diet. So if I'm going to eat it, it's going to be good. So sentence time and time to journal. So noodles come in different shapes and sizes. We think noodles are delicious, boring, and pasta. They're definitely delicious. I guess like if you just have like plain noodles, that's kind of boring, but I like plain noodles with butter. I'm not going to say that pasta is boring, and it is pasta. So, yeah. So National Noodle Day. So, all right, so let's do our number and sign of the week. Our number of the week is 4. Number 4, F-O-U-R, and 4 fish in our 10 frame. Our letter of the week is D, capital D, lowercase d, and dollar starts with D. Our shape of the week is a hexagon. Hexagon has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides to a hexagon. Some popular hexagon shapes are a honeycomb. You can see it looks like a hexagon, each little honeycomb. The end of a pencil without an eraser, if you were to cut a pencil in half, has 6 sides. You can see how it looks like a hexagon. And then a spider web has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides to a spider web. Our core word of the week is help. Our theme of the week is being making good choices, growth mindset, helping others. So help. We sign help by putting our hand here, our fist here with our thumb up, and you lift up. I need help. All right, help. I taught my kids that when they were really little, because help is hard to say when you're little. So if they needed help, they would say help. And then fire extinguisher. This is where you would find a fire extinguisher in a building or outside of a building. We yelled at Miss Marianne for covering up the fire extinguisher yesterday in the hallway. I'm like, well, you're teaching everybody about the fire extinguishers in the hallways and you covered it up. She's like, but there's no kids here. So yeah, she covered up our fire extinguisher in the one hallway. We have plenty of fire extinguishers, but let's do the weather.
So the weather is going to be sunny and cold again. Perfect fall day. So we're going to keep our guy in his pants and his sweatshirt. Sunny, and it is October.
Sloth and I have the same color sweatshirt on, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
All right, so we're going to do a read aloud book today. Then we're going to do Scholastic News and the Reading Checkpoint. We will review our dot book from yesterday. And then we are going to do the growth mindset versus fixed mindset in the art with dots. I have a sheet of stickers somewhere. Oh, there. So, the back of our book says, life begins when you get back up. All right, life begins when you get back up. That's a really important saying. You gotta, get up, dust yourself off when something really bad happens to you in life. Something's always happening. I feel like it's one thing after the other, but it's how you handle the situation that you're dealt with, and you got to get back up. So this is called After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. So we all know Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. He had a great fall.
I don't know how any fall is great, but
all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. So we all know that nursery rhyme. This is called After the Fall. It says, my name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being so close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground, but it wasn't the same. But it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day, I kept trying and trying until I got it just right. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away, but then I thought about the time that I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I had missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt, and I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time, until I was no longer afraid. Made it up at the top. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly. The end. So, again, life begins when you get back up. All right. I guess that's a picture of the author. Yeah. All right, so now we are going to do our Scholastic News article again with the reading checkpoint, and then we'll get into our 2-dot activities.
Can I help? Yes, you can. There are a lot of ways you can help out at school or at home. Kids can help. You are a great helper. Pat yourself on the back for doing such a good job. As you read, think of one thing you can do today to help out. You can help. You can tidy up. Give yourself a pat on the back. You can help. You can recycle. Give yourself a pat on the back. You can help. You can clean the table. Give yourself a pat on the back. You can help. You can share a book. Give yourself a pat on the back. You can help. You can show you care. Give yourself a pat on the back. Talk about it. You can help by listening. How do you use these parts of your body to listen? Mind, eyes, ears.
So we are going to go and do our reading checkpoint worksheet. All right. So kids can help by cleaning, yelling, or not listening. My kids like these two. They like to yell and not listen. But kids can help by cleaning. I do give Jason, my 7-year-old, some chores, and he will clean every once in a while. It says, when you tidy up, you make a mess, you put things away, or you throw paint. When you tidy up, you put things away. So circle this one. What is one way you can help out at home? I don't know.
Listen.
Yeah. Cooperate.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. Like when you're getting dressed, help, that type of thing. So it says, write your name here, color your star. So write your name on the line, have somebody help you And then it says, is a star helper. All right, so that was a quick one. So let's go back to the dot. We're going to talk about growth mindset again. I'll read this one more time this week. All right. It says, art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. She's got an angry face in her empty paper. It says, Vashti's teacher leaned over to the blank paper. Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm, she said. Very funny, said Vashti. I just can't draw. There's her teacher and Vashti. She's kind of angry. Her teacher smiled. Just make a mark and see where it takes you. Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. There. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper towards Vashti and quietly said, now sign it. Vashti thought for a moment, well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. So she put her name at the bottom of the paper. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn. It was her dot, all framed in swirly gold. I can make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted a red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow, she discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting. Lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw, he said. I bet you can, said Vashti. Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. Show me. The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, please sign it. And then that's the end. Okay? So, Vashti went from not being able to draw or thinking that she can't draw to drawing a ton of dots into showing to someone else that they can draw dots. So, we are going to do the growth mindset versus fixed mindset. So a growth mindset means that you want to do better and you can do better. A fixed mindset thinks, this is it. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. So a growth mindset says, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. So she thought to herself, I can't do this, but I can do that. So that gives you a growth mindset. And her dot was framed in swirly gold. So her teacher had faith that she can draw better than that. So she framed it. Vashti painted and painted. All right. So she painted and painted because she knew she could do a better job than she did before. She said, I can make a better dot than that. And then if I can make a little dot, I bet I can make big dots too. Vashti kept experimenting. And I'll bet you can, is what she said to the little boy. And just make a mark and see where it takes you. Okay. Fixed mindset. Me. No, not me. I can't draw a straight line. So the little boy, he had a fixed mindset. I wish I could draw. That's saying like, I can't do it, but you can. And her paper was empty. And I just can't draw. So not having faith that you can do better than you think you can. All right, and then Miss Chrissy is going to show you what to do. It all started with a dot. All right, so it all started with a dot, and we sent home this sheet of little dots. You can have the kids hand over hand, just put a bunch of dots in their little art.
So here it says what we're going to do. These are like really You're just going to, in your frame, start in the center or start in the corner. Maybe. Having a little bit of problems.
I know, they are very sticky. Oh my God, I can't even do it. So you could just stick a bunch of dots on your paper like Vashti did.
And there's your art.
Yep. And then you can color.
And you can sign it.
You can color it. You could sign your name.
Make sure you sign it so we know it's yours.
Yeah, and we can hang them up in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You don't have to use your whole sheet of stickers. Have fun with whatever you want to do with us. We have another dot art project for later in the week that you'll use your bingo dauber for. So you don't have to save these for the one later in the week, but you know, you could do whatever you want with them. All right. That's it for today. That was kind of a short lesson, right? So we did everything. Reading checkpoint, dot book, growth. Yep. All right. That's it. Have a great Tuesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.